Picture a newborn child, unafraid, filled with wonder, a boundless source of energy and curiosity. This is the essence of freedom, unburdened, a blank canvas of potential. But as we grow, the world begins to impose its will. Well-meaning adults and institutions shape this wild spirit, gradually taming the untamed. We trade curiosity for conformity, learning to sit still, be quiet, and follow the rules. Over time, we become domesticated, seeking validation from outside ourselves. Think back to your childhood. The endless rules, the pressure to fit in. School becomes the training ground for obedience, teaching us to follow instructions and seek approval. Conformity is equated with safety and success, while individuality is quietly discouraged. These patterns become ingrained, shaping our beliefs and choices. We become cogs in the machine, trading individuality for the illusion of security. We've all walked those halls of education, told it's the gateway to a brighter future. But school is also where we first feel the pressure to conform. From day one, we're introduced to rules. Sit still, raise your hand, don't question the teacher. Conformity is rewarded. Independent thought is often discouraged. We internalize the message that value lies in following instructions, not in unique perspectives. Remember the regimented desks, the standardized tests, the pressure to fit in. The system is designed for efficiency, producing obedient workers, not free thinkers. In creating order, we often stifle creativity, curiosity, and the desire to explore. Bells dictate the rhythm of the school day, conditioning us to obey external cues. Rows of desks, teacher at the front. This layout reinforces hierarchy and passive learning. Dialogue and debate are rare. Knowledge flows one way. We learn to value obedience over independent thought. Slowly, we internalize the belief that our voices matter less than those in authority. True learning is messy, questioning, and creative, but that's dangerous for a system built on obedience. The result? We're trained to absorb, not to challenge. The curriculum is a carefully curated set of facts to memorize and regurgitate. We're taught to value right answers over right questions, memorization over critical thinking. Creativity and innovation are often sidelined in favor of standardized outcomes. History is presented as a neat narrative, ignoring its complexity. The system rewards conformity, not nuance or originality. But the world needs more than obedient workers. It needs visionaries and innovators. We must learn to question, to imagine, and to create. Many educators want to inspire, but the system's focus on standardization often works against them. Students who think differently are labeled troublemakers, their perspectives dismissed. They're punished or ignored, their spirits crushed by conformity. Others learn to suppress curiosity and play it safe. The price of nonconformity is high, so most blend in. The cycle continues, producing generations conditioned to obey. We trade our uniqueness for acceptance. The powerful love obedient citizens, predictable, controllable, and unlikely to challenge the status quo. Who benefits when we accept the narratives we're fed and follow unjust rules? Those already in power. They invest in systems that foster obedience, from education to media. Compliance is prioritized over critical thinking. A culture of fear and scarcity keeps us from demanding better. Obedience becomes the norm, and the cycle of control continues. Consumerism thrives on obedience. Endless messages tell us what to buy and how to live. We measure worth by possessions, becoming cogs in the consumption machine. Trapped in debt and dissatisfaction, we chase fleeting happiness. Corporations profit from our obedience, fueling the cycle of more, more, more. Dissent, speaking truth to power, is the antithesis of obedience. It sparks revolutions and drives progress, which is why those in power fear it. They silence dissent through fear, intimidation, and labeling dissenters as threats. We internalize these warnings and become afraid to speak out. Silence becomes complicity. By staying quiet, we help maintain the very systems that oppress us. True change requires courage to dissent. We're told we live in a world of endless choices, but most options are carefully curated to keep us within the system's boundaries. Political candidates, products, careers, all pre-approved to maintain the status quo. We believe we're free, but our desires and choices are shaped by those in power. The illusion of choice keeps us compliant. True freedom means questioning what we're offered. We've exposed how obedience is ingrained from childhood. Our freedom and humanity depend on breaking these chains. In times of upheaval, we have a chance to reclaim our power and redefine what it means to be human. Awakening starts with each of us choosing not to be passive cogs. Recognize the programming, understand its motives, and choose to deprogram. Change doesn't require tearing down everything overnight. Small acts of rebellion matter. Reclaim your freedom of thought, expression, and the life you're meant to live. The first step to deprogramming yourself is deceptively simple, yet profoundly powerful. Question everything. Don't just accept the narratives you're fed, whether it's from the media, from politicians, from so-called experts, or even from me. Challenge assumptions, dig deeper, seek out alternative perspectives. Remember, the system thrives on our unquestioning obedience. It relies on us passively absorbing information without critical analysis, without considering alternative viewpoints, without daring to ask, why? So, start asking why. A lot more often. Why are things the way they are? Who benefits from the status quo? What are the underlying motivations behind the information I'm consuming? What are they not telling me? Once you start asking these questions, you'll be amazed at what you uncover. You'll start to see through the propaganda, the manipulation, the carefully crafted narratives designed to keep you passive, compliant, and consuming. Don't be afraid to be skeptical, to be critical, to be a pain in the arse. The truth rarely reveals itself to those who blindly accept the official story. It reveals itself to those who dare to question, to dig deeper, to think for themselves. We're social creatures, wired to seek approval from others. From childhood, we're taught our worth is measured by grades, jobs, and likes. But chasing validation from outside is a recipe for misery. True happiness comes from within, aligning your actions with your values and passions. Start prioritizing your own definition of success. Don't be afraid to stand out and forge your own path. The system wants you to be a passive consumer, to work, consume, sleep, repeat. It really wants you to be content with distracting yourself with the latest gadgets, the newest fashion trends, and, well, the endless stream of mindless entertainment. Because, honestly, a population that is constantly consuming is a population that is easily controlled. But you, my friends, are capable of so much more than just consuming. You are creators, innovators, artists, entrepreneurs, visionaries. You have the power to build businesses, to write books, to create art, to invent new technologies, to make a real difference in the world. So, what are you passionate about? What lights you up inside? What skills and talents are you hiding from the world? It's time to stop playing small, to stop dimming your light to fit in with the crowd, It's time to unleash your creativity, to build something new, to share your unique gifts with the world. The act of creation is an act of rebellion against the status quo. It's a way of reclaiming your power, of making your mark on the world, of leaving something behind that is uniquely yours. So, start creating, my friends. The world is waiting to be amazed by what you have to offer. Education doesn't end when you leave school. In fact, true learning often begins once you step outside the confines of traditional institutions. The world is your classroom, my friends, and the opportunities for learning are, honestly, limitless. Read books that challenge your assumptions, that expand your understanding of the world, that introduce you to new perspectives. Seek out mentors and teachers who inspire you, who challenge you to grow, who help you unlock your full potential. Explore online courses, attend workshops, travel to new places, immerse yourself in different cultures. Never stop being curious. Never stop asking questions. Never stop seeking knowledge. Remember, the system wants you to be informed just enough to be a compliant worker and a passive consumer. It doesn't want you to think critically, to question authority, to challenge the status quo. So, make it your mission to become a lifelong learner, to seek out knowledge on your own terms, to develop a deep understanding of the world and your place in it. Here's the most liberating truth of all. You don't have to play by the rules that were handed to you. You have the power to rewrite them, to redefine success, happiness, and fulfillment on your own terms. What if you decided that true wealth wasn't measured by your bank account, but by the richness of your relationships, the depth of your experiences, the impact you make on the world? What if you chose to prioritize your passions, your well-being, your personal growth over the pursuit of material possessions and external validation? What if you decided to live a life that was guided by your values, your intuition, your unique purpose? You have that power, my friends, each and every one of you. It starts with a conscious choice, a decision to no longer be defined by the limitations of the system. It's about reclaiming your freedom, your autonomy, your right to live a life that is authentically your own. And as you begin to rewrite the rules for yourself, you'll inspire others to do the same. You'll become a beacon of hope, a testament to the transformative power of choosing freedom over obedience, of choosing purpose over conformity, of choosing to live a life that is truly, authentically, unapologetically your own. We've explored how society conditions us for obedience, from schools to consumer culture, and how those in power thrive on our compliance. But you can break free and reclaim the freedom that is your birthright. You were not born to be a cog in the machine. You have a spark within you, creativity, love, and the power to make a difference. Don't let the system extinguish that fire. You have everything you need to step into your full potential. Every act of courage, every step toward reclaiming your life, is a victory worth celebrating. Never underestimate the power of your own transformation, my friends. When you make the courageous decision to break free from societal programming, to question the narratives, to live a life that is true to yourself, you create ripples that extend far beyond your own little world. You inspire those around you. Your family, your friends, your community. They see you living authentically, fearlessly, and they start to question their own limitations. They start to wonder if maybe, just maybe, they too can break free from the expectations, the shoulds, the societal pressures that have kept them small and safe. And those ripples, my friends, they have the power to create real, lasting change. Because when enough individuals wake up, when enough people start questioning the status quo, demanding better, living their truth, the system can't help but take notice. It has no choice but to respond. So, don't underestimate the power of your own journey, my friends. Don't underestimate the impact you can have on the world simply by choosing to be yourself, to live authentically, to break free from the chains of conformity, and embrace the freedom that is your birthright. Now, I want to hear from you. What resonated with you in this video? What are some of the ways you've been programmed for obedience? And most importantly, what is one step you're committed to taking today to start reclaiming your mind and your life? Share your thoughts, your experiences, your commitments in the comments section below. Let's create a dialogue, a community of support, a space where we can encourage each other, hold each other accountable, and celebrate our collective journey toward freedom. Because the truth is, none of us can do this alone. We need each other. We need to know that we're not crazy, that we're not alone in questioning the narratives, in challenging the status quo, in wanting something more from life than what we've been told we deserve. So, let's connect, my friends. Let's share our stories, our struggles, our triumphs. Let's build a movement of conscious, awakened individuals who are committed to creating a world where freedom, authenticity, and self-expression are the norm, not the exception. If you're ready to dive deeper into this journey of deprogramming, of reclaiming your mind and your life, I invite you to subscribe to this channel. I'll be sharing more videos, more insights, more tools and strategies to help you break free from societal programming and create a life that is truly your own. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any future content. And remember, my friends, the journey to freedom starts with a single step. Take that step today. The world is waiting for you.